Finally, you guys, I am now a big boy. I finally have found me a Monstera Deliciosa in good enough condition to bring home. The search is now over, and now I can scratch this off of my wish list and give you guys a care guide. What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I have another care guide for you guys, but now we're gonna switch rooms and get into today's care guide. So today I have for you the Monstera Deliciosa, and honestly, this was a long time coming. I have been on the search for this bad boy for an extremely long time. Now, before we get into the care guide though, when it comes down to purchasing these and just finding them in general, you really have to be careful. A lot of places that have these, they are usually in a pretty bad shape. Okay, you have leaves that are like super screwed up. It's just a whole bunch of stuff going on. But when I saw this one, it actually had a new leaf bloom. This one right here was actually rolled up, and when I grabbed it to look at it even more, it just flopped out for me. So I was like, look, I gotta take it home. Okay, I gotta take it home. Let's go ahead and get into the care guide. So far, it is a fairly easy plant to take care of, but it is a very iconic plant, and I feel like a lot of people look at these and, you know, saying they get intimidated, all right? They get intimidated, which is understandable. When you see something as elegant as this plant right here, it is easy to get intimidated. But hop on YouTube, watch care guides from me and all the other plant tubers out there. There's plenty of research out there to where you can keep this alive, okay? When it comes down to the Monstera Deliciosa, these are from the rainforest in Central America, okay? Anytime you hear a rainforest, and most of the times, anytime you hear a plant coming from Central America, more than likely gonna be a tropical. When it comes down to this being a tropical plant, you don't necessarily have to have humidity every single day, okay? It probably would help, but it is spring, okay? Let science work for you, all right? Anytime it rains outside, we have a balcony. I just sit this on the balcony and call it a day, okay, while it's raining, as long as the wind isn't blowing too hard. These actually do pretty good in the wind because they have split leaves. So whenever you sit this outside and the wind blows, the wind can't necessarily do much to this plant because it has all of the holes and the rips in the leaves. You can just sit this outside. You don't have to really worry about anything, but anytime it rains, the easiest way to get some humidity, boom, sit it outside on the balcony, sit it on your patio, open up a window and sit it right next to it. Okay, so fairly easy when it comes down to getting the humidity part done. When it comes down to watering this, I kind of check my plants every single day. So I'm not gonna necessarily say you need to water it once a week or once every 2 weeks. Water as needed, okay? Just check it every day or every other day. Stick your finger in there old school style, and you kind of want to keep the soil moist but not soggy, okay? Anytime you have a tropical, you may want to kind of change up the mixture of the soil. Now, I do have my own tropical houseplant soil mixture that I made myself. It's my own little special recipe, but if you are interested in checking it out, I will be dropping my Etsy store down in the description below. But at the moment, I'm not going to repot this into that just yet because we're doing perfectly fine. Now, whenever we go for a repot, then I will be using my own soil mixture. This one honestly isn't too bad. I got this from Westwood Gardens. All of their soil is usually super high quality. Okay, that is why I usually shop there, because their soil is high quality and most of their plants are in like pristine condition. So you really don't have any worries whenever you shop at Westwood Gardens. Now, Westwood Gardens is located in Northwest Arkansas. So, you know, Bentonville, Rogers, Fayetteville, Springdale. Okay, so when it comes down to them, it's kind of limited, but if you're close surrounding the area, it will be well worth your visit, okay? But at the moment, we're not gonna repot it or anything, but we do wanna make sure that the soil is always moist, okay? So like I said, put your hands in there, get your fingers dirty, okay? It's simple, keep it old school. Don't worry about all of those gadgets, because one thing about technology is always convenient until it fails, okay? So humidity, easiest way to do it. You can mist it if you want to every other day. If you have a humidifier, beautiful, but it's spring. Spring, it typically rains a lot, okay? Sit the bad boy outside, go back inside, do your own thing, and you know what I'm saying, just bring it back inside before the day is over with, okay? And then with the soil, you always wanna make sure that it is moist at all times, okay? Keep it moist, so just check it quite frequent. You really need to get about 8 hours of sunlight for this one right here, which is pretty easy, okay? Just 8 hours. This plant actually allows me to just have a lot of fun around the house just almost every day, because whenever the 6 to 8 hours is up, I can just move it somewhere random and just see how it looks, all right? So, like I said, it looks very intimidating. Look at that. Look at those leaves. Look at those leaves. It looks very intimidating, but don't sweat it. And by the way, if you are interested in a basic houseplant care guide, I will be having a virtual and in-person workshop. I will be doing another video or maybe uploading some shorts to keep you guys updated with that as well. But you can check out my plant showroom at plantalaire.com. That is where I have, I'm not gonna say all of my plants, but I do have most of my plants. I just started a recent business, so I have a pretty good amount of my house plants currently on that website. So feel free to check that out. I am super, super excited. And just look at how beautiful this plant is. Just look at that. Look at how elegant this is. This is like a very staple, iconic plant. You make reels and put this on Instagram, you'll easily get like thousands of views, okay? Because everybody loves this plant, okay? This is probably, I mean, it's always been a trendy plant and it's going to forever be a trendy plant. But I feel like this year, Monsteras, I don't know. I've been seeing a lot of Monsteras. I've been seeing a lot of those. So this may be the year where like everybody's trying to get this. So get you one before they're, you know, very, very hard to find. And that price, luckily, I got this for 35 bucks at Westwood Gardens. So I saved a whole bunch of money because there are other websites that have triple digit prices on these bad boys, okay? And your boy ain't trying to pay triple digits for a plant. In general, it's a lot of things that I wouldn't pay triple digits for. But anyways, this care guide is fairly simple, okay? Don't sweat it. Again, it's too much research online to not be able to keep this bad boy alive, okay? And with it being so big, just let it do its own thing. If the leaves start to wilt a little bit, splash a little bit of water in there. Always remember, it's always best to underwater than overwater. Sometimes when you overwater, those are problems we can't fix and we just gotta start over, okay? Underwater, you know what I'm saying? You're a little lightheaded, it's all cool. We could come back and just water more often, or we could hit it with a little heavier dose next time. But, you know, oh snap, hold on, I just realized it. We also have another leaf about to bloom. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I don't know. I'm gonna add it, I'm gonna put the camera on it so you guys can see it, but we actually have a leaf right there that's gonna bloom fairly soon, so we must be doing pretty good so far. I'm gonna sit this bad boy down because this thing is not actually heavy, but it's just in the way. So with this care guide, work smart, not harder. Humidity, sit the bad boy outside, and while it's sitting outside and it's humid, regardless, it's still getting sunlight because it's daytime outside. So you got the sun knocked out, you got your humidity needs knocked out, and then you only gotta check it maybe, you know what I'm saying, once a week to check and see if it needs water, and you just wanna make sure that the soil is just damp, okay? This is easy. I probably just gave you the easiest care guide for this, all right? You ought to subscribe for that, all right? Drop a like and subscribe for that because I just gave you the easiest one, all right? Again, it looks very intimidating, but look, you are the parent, all right? Quit being scared of your kids. But that is it for today's video. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you did enjoy. Be sure to check out my Etsy store if you want to check out like my soil mixtures, other plants that I have in my little nursery on Etsy. I will be dropping a link to my Etsy store down in the description below. And if you want to check out my plant showroom, be sure to check out plantalaire.com. That will also be in the description as well. But I will see you guys in the next video. I'm out.